The Charlotte Hornets again lose another game, and this time they lost to the Utah Jazz. Lack of coaching, lack of direction, lack of leadership is the reason. Also, the main cog of it all, no big man. Again, these are the problems. And when I made that prediction, the record prediction-wise last season, that the Hornets could be an 8th or 9th seed, it looks like it may happen. And also, Lonzo Ball again is on fire. 19 points against the Rockets. Back-to-back games of good performances. What's the difference? I tell you the difference. Lonzo finally plays for a coach that believes in him. I'm about to chime in. What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings to everybody. I hope everyone's having good energy and synergy in this morning. Well, the Hornets did their usual first quarter games. Horrible start. They were losing, 35-16 in the first half. First quarter, that is. Not even the first half. So a team in the NBA was able to get 35 points in the first quarter. That's horrible. The Hornets right now gotta have the worst defense in the NBA. And when you do not have a center that can be an enforcer in the paint, this is what it gets you. The Utah Jazz was able to go to the paint all willy-nilly. And then the Jazz are able to hit threes or make threes and get three-point looks. See, when you don't have an effective big man, you see guards having to help out too many times. You see why LaMelo's trying to get steals. Because you got a better chance of getting the steal than stopping somebody in the paint if you're the Hornets. If the Hornets do not address this weakness, it's not going to look good. In the last 4 games, the Hornets are 1-3. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I don't care how good these teams are. It's unacceptable. And for a head coach like James Borrego, again, to all the James Borrego defenders, how can you not understand that this is not a good coach? He's never been a winner in this league. His claim to fame is holding a clipboard as an assistant for Greg Popovich. That's his claim to fame, right there. And here in Raw Truth, if you're a good coach, we'll give you the respect. Like Billy Donovan, and I'll talk about that later on in this video. But Billy Donovan has done wonders. He's given his starters good minutes. He's not playing odd substitutions. He's bringing confidence back to his point guard. I wish LaMelo was able to play for a coach like that. But this coach does not play to win. Again, LaMelo Ball, and not to be picky with his minutes, but 33 minutes in a game that you're trying to win to get back into playoff seeding? Is that what we're going to do now? Not playing your best players the most minutes? He's playing so many players. It makes no sense. This is not the Golden State Warriors. This is not the Phoenix Suns. Shoot, this is not the Chicago Bulls. The Brooklyn Nets. This is not those teams where you can just sub out any players all willy-nilly. This is a horrible coaching job, what he's doing. And I tried to tell y'all this summer. I tried to tell you. When I predicted 8th or 9th seed, that's what I saw. You can never win when you're coached by a coach that preaches nothing but inconsistencies. I did a video the other day. I played a sound clip from James Borrego where he was over complimenting Ish Smith. Nothing against Ish Smith, but I want to make this example. This is how weird this coach is. He doesn't even, like, when the reporters ask him a question about LaMelo Ball, he always has to take a deep breath and just over-explain, or not really, just keep it simple and give LaMelo his just due credit. It always has to be a hassle with him. Now, I know I'm not the only one that sees that, but it's a problem. This team looks like it's self-imploding. Slow starts, iso ball centric. This is what you get. Miles Bridges, can we please get you back to the type of player who plays without the ball in his hands? I want to see that Miles Bridges. The one that utilizes his athleticism. But back to the coaching staff, the positionless basketball crap that's going on. Look, if I'm coaching any team, and this is the common sense perspective of it, if I'm coaching any team and I have point guards who can handle the ball with the best of them, why would I need a small forward or any power forward dribbling the ball up and down the court? I don't need Gordon Hayward doing that. I don't need Miles Bridges doing that. It's not going to lead to wins. Hopefully the Hornets can get this rectified, but right now, I'm not impressed. Shout out to LaMelo Ball. He had 21 points, 11 assists, couple of steals, couple of rebounds. He was very active, but again, it's hard to judge LaMelo because, let's be honest, he's not even the first option on the team. Think about it. Would LaMelo only average 21 points, 20 points barely, if he was the first option? No. And for all you are talking about, it's not all about stats. I'm trying to prep y'all up, because if LaMelo is not an all-star this year, it's gonna be a big disappointment. And James Borrego will be known as the coach that held his player back. Let's cut the chase. The Hornets are not winning enough. So since the Hornets are not winning enough, that's going to sway all-star voters. It's a shame that this coaching staff is going to ruin LaMelo's chances from being an all-star. You heard it first. I don't want it to happen. I don't want LaMelo being left out of the all-star game. So the Hornets have to get their crap together. Hopefully they do. But that right now, that right there, that performance, and I know it was a 10-point game at the end of the regulation, but trust me, the Jazz was kicking their teeth in. And just like Hornets fashion, they came back, try to make it a closer game. Something has to give. This has to be fixed. Now to the Chicago Bulls. Again, shout out to Lonzo Ball, who's been playing out of his mind lately. I believe the last 2 games, back-to-back 19-point games. The 3-point shot is there, of course. But really, I'm not even I don't really care about the three-point shot with Lonzo. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I discuss when I bring up Lonzo Ball. I'm glad to see he's more assertive, that he's testing everything out on offense. He's doing mid-range shots, floaters more. He's attacking the basket more. And that's what we want to see from Lonzo. It's not even about how many points he scores, how many assists he get. We know he's a first-team defender. He has changed the culture of the Bulls defensively. We all get that. But my gripe with Lonzo was always, you got to take advantage of what the defense is giving you. In the past 2 games, Lonzo has done that. He has done that. And good things happen when Lonzo is using this 210-pound frame, 6'6" frame, and just trying to tough out a basket. It's all mental with Zoe. These performances, these last 2 games, I don't care if it's the Rockets. Consistency matters, and Lonzo was consistent. Since LaVine has been out, Lonzo has asked to score more, and he's delivered. One thing I like about watching the Bulls, there's an unselfishness with this team. And yes, we give DeMar DeRozan and LaVine, at times they will get in that ISO ball mode and start wanting to go one-on-one every single time. We all get that. But for the most part, the Bulls teammates, they like each other. They like being around each other. They root for one another. Not to just go on a Hornets tangent, but all the Hornets fans, y'all understand when you watch the Hornets, when LaMelo scores a basket, it's different than when the other teammates score a basket. When the other teammates score a basket, they're cheering like the fans do. Like they have a full applause. When LaMelo scores and does something really great, it's like golf claps, and it's not the same. I don't know if it's envy, I don't know if it's jealousy, but you don't see that with the Bulls. The Bulls support each and every player. You see it. And this is why they have a better record than the Hornets. Again, another prediction that I'm right about. And I didn't want to be right about that. I wanted the Hornets to have a better record. But I knew the Bulls had a better roster. And in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, the Bulls are going to have a better record because they got a big man, they got guards, they got a defensive guard in Lonzo who can pass. They got a bench. They got Alex Caruso coming off the bench. They got the brother from Illinois that they drafted that's doing well. And Kobe White comes off the bench. So they got weapons all over the place. Now, that's a roster you can go into your bench. A roster like what the Bulls have, you can do that. But these teams that don't really have depth, it makes no sense to me why you empty your bench and not playing your star players enough. It's very odd to me. But a lot of teams in the NBA can learn from the Bulls. And right now, I think Billy Donovan deserves Coach of the Year. Wait a minute. Nah, let me scratch that. Monty Williams deserves Coach of the Year. Billy Donovan's second. Gotta give it to Monty Williams. What he's doing with the Suns is remarkable. And speaking of bench, shout out to Kobe White. 24 points off the bench, 5 threes. The Bulls are loaded. If they can just buy in some more, it's all they have to do. Buy in some more. They're buying in, but just a little bit more. A little bit more ball movement. We're getting Lonzo Ball involved just a tad bit more. And the Bulls have something. And the scary part about the Bulls, they're getting better each game. And they're a lot better than their record. They're 19-10. But looking at their roster, They're even better than what their record indicates. So what's going to tell you is that they're going to keep winning some more. They're going to go on more winning streaks. And man, when the Bulls figure it out, watch out. You heard it first. This is DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. You guys stay blessed out there. Stay prayed up. And have the best day as possible. And I'm out.